What's up, guys? Tim Little. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today we are talking about the trash fish. You know, a few weeks ago, Matt and I were doing a video on the top baits for the summer to fall transition, and we did a little sneak peek about this bait right here. And we got a lot of requests to do a how-to video, a rigging video on the All-American trash fish. Again, you guys out west, you guys have heard about this bait. This bait's been winning tournaments out here for a long time. I think that it's still somewhat undiscovered back east. I know some guys that are winning tournaments back there, but for the most part, a lot of guys don't know about it. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to rig it, the gear to use, how to fish it, and the things that have worked for me through the years on putting big fish in the boat with this bait right here. So right off the bat, the trash fish, it comes in a little 4-inch guy, comes in the 6-inch, and it comes in the 8-inch. These are super soft baits. The action on these things are unbelievable. It's not like a typical big swim bait. You know, these things have super realistic fins. I think the main thing that separates this bait apart from other large swim baits, is just the action that it has. You know, the secondary action of the fins fluttering. It just moves so well in the water. It's just insane. So, hands down, my favorite bait out of the whole bunch is going to be the 6-inch. Now the 6-inch, it comes in a fat and a normal. The fat has a little bit wider face on it. The traditional is just a little bit skinnier. Let me pop open the box for you real quick. Just has a little bit different profile on the bottom. This one's better at putting like a jig head on and fishing it slow on the bottom. Whereas the traditional, I like putting a 6/0 beast in and throwing it through grass, through tulies. Where this bait shines, it shines when you fish it slow, almost painfully slow. And I gotta admit, when I first started fishing this bait, it was very aggravating. The fish would smash it, they would engulf it, and I would miss a lot of my bites. The proper gear for this bait is very important. You want something between a 4 and 5 power rod, something that's a little bit stiffer. When a bass comes up and smashes this, give them some time, wait on the hook set, wait a second or two, and then hammer home. And I don't say that very often. On a HUD, on a exposed hook swim bait, jack them right off the bat. But when you rig this weedless on a 6/0 beast, give the bass time to eat the bait and then jack them. Like I said, I lost so many fish, so much aggravation went into figuring that out. It was very frustrating. But again, this bait shines creeping it through stuff. Rigged weedless like this, you can fish it through tulies, you can fish it through grass patches, you can fish it on the bottom of grass patches, through pretty much anything, around dock pilings, wood, you name it. The beauty of it is just the weedless part is phenomenal. One trick, real quick, since I have this bait in my hand, one trick that I do, sometimes throughout the day of fishing it, this hook will sink down into this bait. Hopefully you guys can see. These baits are so well designed. You know, the pockets are cut out. That hook fits in there perfectly. A lot of time went into designing this bait. So getting back to the hook, when you start fishing this throughout the day, you start catching fish on it, some of that rubber inside starts tearing, right? And the hook starts slipping down. You'll start missing fish if that hook point is not towards the top of the bait. So what I did, I started running a toothpick. So when I first rigged this bait, right? I use the owner beast, so it's got the screw lock. I go right into the bottom face of this bait, not straight through the nose. I come in through the chin. Let me see if I can show you on the bigger bait. If you guys look right there, they made a spot for that screw lock to go right in. So right into the chin is where you want to hook it. So you screw it in, screw lock, you figure out where that hook is going to fit best on the belly. And then I will take my finger and put it into this little gap right here and make sure that the hook point is coming through straight through that cutout section. So once I have it rigged straight, you know, I got the top of the hook right there, I will take a toothpick and I will stick it right through so that it's touching the base of the hook. And then I will cut off each tab so you have something like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. That keeps that hook from sliding down and you won't miss as many fish. Good little tip right there. That's saved me a lot of frustration. So the 4-inch, I know a lot of guys that prefer the 4-inch. It's a smaller profile. You can get away with throwing it on a spinning rod. For you bank fishermen, you spinning rod fishermen, this 4-inch is a great bait. I rig it on a 4/0 hook. This is actually the 4/0 flashy swimmer from Owner, but a little bit more flash to it. The 6-inch, and then the 8-inch. I want to talk about this 8-inch real quick because these baits, they're sold, the 8-inch is sold individually. I think it's like 18 or 19 bucks. The 6-inch is sold in 2 packs. 14 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that. But these baits are, like I said before, incredibly soft. I mean, look at the action on these fins. With that, when you are catching fish, you are going to rip some fins, you're going to rip some rubber, so always bring Mend It with you. Mend It, for those of you guys that don't know, it's a glue that helps put rubber, plastic, you know, any soft bait back together. So I always carry Mend It when I'm fishing these, but it's the price you pay for having that unbelievable soft action. Now, one thing that I discovered with the new 8-inch bait is this hook right here. This is a 3/4 ounce 6/0 hook by Blade Runner. I'm going to show you guys how I like rigging this if I'm fishing it in open water. You ledge fishermen, you rock pile fishermen, even the edges of tules, stuff like this, you can get away with that. And it's bad. It's right up there with a Hud, with an Osprey. Awesome bait. So let's see. Get this thing out of the package for you guys. They come with like a little tail saver on there. So here's a bait right out of the package. You got your, hopefully you guys can see this. You got your little rubber piece right here where the hook rests on. Behind it you have the hole where the hook will come through if you're rigging it with the 10/0 beast hook. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this little pouch right here. You got your rubber piece. That's where your hook's going to sit on if you're rigging it weedless with the Owner. But this hook right here, what you do, you're going to run this right up the gap to the face of the trash fish. See how you pop that through right there? That's going to, let's hook this bottom piece in too. It's got a little wire keeper here on the bottom to kind of stay in place. There you have it. That is a killer 8-inch swim bait. Another way to rig this is my favorite way to rig it in the springtime when I'm fishing shallow, when I'm fishing through things. 10/0 Owner beast hook. Again, screw lock right through the chin of the bait, right where that little dimple is. Line it up where your hook's going to go through the belly. Feel that hook point through, and then pop it out. Hopefully you guys can see this little rubber piece right here that the little hook sits on that they designed into the bait. But again, that is a phenomenal bait to throw through tules, through the isolated clumps, and through grass. Okay, so let's talk rods and reels. As far as the 8-inch bait, top hook bait, I throw it on my HUD rod. I throw it on a Dobbins 807. I throw it, this is actually the Tranks, this is the high speed 7.6. I actually throw it on the slower version of this reel. Again, this bait shines when you fish it slowly. I throw 65-pound braid or 80-pound braid to a 25 to 30-pound mono leader. Again, I'm fishing this like a 7-inch Osprey or an 8-inch Huddleston. For the 6-inch, I throw it on a anywhere from like a 7.3 to 7.8, 4 to 5 power rod. This rod right here, this is the 7'5" extra heavy. It's a 895, and again, that's the 6-inch. I have it rigged weedless with the 6/0 beast hook. But you want to be able to, once these fish eat it, you want to be able to drive that hook set and get these fish out of the cover and get good hook penetration. So all this gear, the hooks, the rods, the line, the reel, all that stuff I leave down. I will leave links down below in the video description. On this bait right here, I throw 30 to 50-pound braid, depending on, mainly 50-pound braid, to a 17 to 20-pound mono leader. This is more just lighter tackle. It's smaller bait, lighter tackle, but that is a killer setup as well. For you bluegill fishermen, one other bait that I'm going to touch on very quickly is their actual sunfish. This is a 5/0 trocar. You can see the hook gap right there. This is a phenomenal weedless bluegill bait. But that is the trash fish, guys. You know, it can be rigged so many different ways. It can be rigged on a jig head. It can be rigged weedless. It can be rigged now with the 6/0 hook. Like I said, it's been winning tournaments out here for years, and I think it's a bait that you guys should invest a little bit of time in. You know, we told you about the S-Waver 168. We told you about the Whopper Plopper. Now we're telling you about the trash fish. I don't know why things sometimes develop sooner out here on the West Coast and it takes a little bit of time to get back east, but I can tell you there are guys winning tournaments out there on this bait right now, and it should be a bait that you guys invest some time in. But again, if you guys have any questions, if I blew through anything too quickly or it didn't make anything or didn't make something clear enough, down below in the comment section, leave your questions and Matt and I will try and get to them. We're doing our best, guys. 3 videos a week. So again, guys, thanks for the support. We appreciate everything. If you guys like that video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will talk to you soon. You guys have a good day.